Hi, this is Lisa Kelly, Notre Dame author and class of 1993, and you are watching the Two Irish Brothers show. Cheers and go Irish!
What is up, everybody? I'm Irish Benjamin 57.
And I'm ND Sean 45.
And together, we make up the Two Irish Brothers. Welcome in. If you haven't, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. You will never miss a thing if you do. And if you like this video, please smash that like button down below. And while you're at it, make it a three-peat and leave us a comment. Make it be nice, make it be mean, make it be funny. Your choice. We love hearing from you. So, Sean, things did not end or begin, depending on how you look at it, the way that we wanted to for 2022 and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, as the Irish fall 37-35 to the Oklahoma State Cowboys in the Fiesta Bowl.
I'm just going to say this and get right to the point. When does this bullshit end with this team? You know, it's been 28 years of this crap, and quite frankly, as a fan, I'm getting tired of it. And listen, Ben, I've been reading all over Twitter, Facebook, so every social media place you can think of people saying this and saying that. There's no excuse for us losing that game. No excuse. None whatsoever.
Nope.
And people are just like, oh, it's because we didn't have Kyle Hamilton. We didn't have Kyron Williams. Quite frankly, we were doing fine without them. Not that I wouldn't have loved to have them, but when you get out to a 28-7 lead, there is no reason, no excuse for you to blow that lead. We gave this game away on a silver freaking platter. Yesterday was a disgrace, and myself as a fan, I'm getting freaking sick of it. And this team needs to start making the adjustments and fixing things now, because over the last 28, 30 years, however long it's been, we can never seem to figure things out. When those of us watching, I'm not saying I could be a coach, not saying I could be a player. I sucked as a player. I would probably suck as a coach too. But make the damn adjustments. Make them and fix them and start winning these big games. Yesterday was the best chance we've had in a long time. You have your opponent on the ropes. You get out to a 28-7 lead and you can't freaking hold it. Are you kidding me? And listen, I want to make one thing very clear. I am not abandoning this team. I'm not going to quit loving this team. I'm not going to say, Marcus Freeman shouldn't be our head coach. No, I'm not saying any of that. But everybody had a right to be pissed off and angry after yesterday, because we want to see this team win. It's not, and I'm not calling players any names. I'm not saying any of them are bums or anything like that. But the team and the coaches alike screwed that up big time yesterday. When you have a team on the ropes like that, you put your foot to the metal and you don't let off the gas. There's no excuse why we should have lost that game. And I'm not taking anything away from Oklahoma State either. All right, because I had some family members of mine yesterday saying, well, Sean, Oklahoma State wasn't exactly a pushover. I know they weren't a pushover. I'm not saying they were a bad team. But, again, when you get a team on the ropes like that so early, you stay on them. And we just seemed to quit once the second half got here. I guess if you want to get technical, we seemed to quit that last drive before half. I mean, how does that happen? And this crap like yesterday is why people hate on us, why we get laughed at, why we get no respect. I mean, now it's gone from losing major bowl games and playoff games, getting blown out in them, to this crap. I mean, it's just one thing after another with this when it comes to the postseason for us. You know, now, of course, it's all like, the greatest comeback in Oklahoma State history. And go figure, it's a feel-good story for somebody at our expense. I'm so sick to death of this bullshit. It has to end. Somebody's got to figure something out. Because, like I said, you can make all the excuses in the world. This happened, that happened. We didn't have these guys. Well, no, it's no. There's no excuse. No excuse. You straight up blew it. Everyone around. The only one who I really don't put blame on is Jack Cohn. You know, I mean, I've been dogging him quite a lot this season. There was a point where you and I both, Ben, were saying, oh, we should put Drew Pine in because Jack Cohn wasn't getting it done. Well, we had the offensive line shuffled. Everybody knows that story. And Cohn started playing well. He had the game of his life yesterday. So I don't blame him. I mean, geez. Like, let's see his numbers in particular. I mean, yeah, he threw the ball 68 times. But
both him and Oklahoma State quarterback broke records in the game yesterday, passing wise. I mean, it was a air raid attack on both sides of the ball, on both sides of the field. So yeah. So Jack Cohn he went 38 for 68, one interception, 509 yards, 5 touchdowns with a long of 53. He was only sacked twice. You compare that to Spencer Sanders, who threw 34 for 51 for 371 yards, 4 touchdowns, a long of 41, and was only sacked once. And then, of course, Spencer gained 136 yards with his legs. But, yeah, Jack Cohn did what he needed to do.
Yeah, and so he's the only one that I don't blame.
The big key is the defense. The defense laid a massive egg in the second half, and it is the same story, just a different day. It is Notre Dame gets a team where they need to have them, where they want them, where they should have them, because we know that's where Notre Dame should play. And once again, Notre Dame lets it slip away. And this time, it bit him in the ass. It almost bit in the ass against Clemson when they played him in the regular season, because that score doesn't show how dominant Notre Dame was in the beginning of that game. And once again, Notre Dame let them get back in the game. And this is a problem that Notre Dame has had for a number of years now. Notre Dame has a tremendous amount of trouble finishing teams off and letting teams back into the game. Alabama finishes teams off. Clemson, when they were going for their titles until this year, finished teams off. Georgia has finished teams off. If you want to be on their level, you finish teams off. Or, in the really rare exception for those like 3 teams, you find a way to get yourself out of that hole and win the game, like Ohio State did against Utah yesterday. Because Ohio State was in the hole, got themselves out of the hole, then Utah took the lead, and then Ohio State said, okay, you know what? We're winning this freaking game, and they took the lead and won the game.
Yeah, Utah's knowing how we feel right now.
So
I feel for the Utes. But at the same time, I guess if I was a Utah fan, I'd be pissed off too at their team.
It's the same record. The same record's being played this time. And I have a lot of hope. This is the silver lining. I have a lot of hope that Marcus Freeman will show Notre Dame how to finish games properly, because Marcus Freeman played for Ohio State and he finished games. And like you said, there is no excuse. There is no excuse. None. You cannot say, "Oh, it's because we were without Kyle Hamilton and we were without Kyron Williams." Well, guess what? That Buckeye defense yesterday, one example, was gutted. They found a way to win.
Well, it's like I said to start the video.
Where is it with us? Where is it? I don't see it.
It's like we got into halftime and we just decided that we were going to coast for the rest of the game. That we thought that we could just keep we're done. We're going to just waltz down the field on them and score. No, like I said, keep the gas. Keep your foot on the gas and hammer it through. But we just seem to quit in that second half. It's like maybe we got a little too cocky. I don't know, but you finish teams off. I mean, and all these other teams do it.
The blame goes everywhere. I mean, Oklahoma State clearly made the adjustment at half with their offense and with their defense. They made the adjustment. Van Gundy and that staff made the adjustment.
And I mean, and with us having a new
we
coach,
should
it
have
should
played that chess match, and we didn't. We did not play a chess match with them. When they countered, we should counter ourselves, and it didn't happen. And that's why we blew the 28-7 lead, and that's why they came back, and that's why they ended up winning the game.
And like I said, there's no excuse for that. It doesn't matter if we have a first-time head coach or not. Freeman knows that you make adjustments. He should know that. It doesn't take a genius to figure that out. And again, I'm not saying that I don't think he'll do well in the future. I'm glad he's our head coach. I want him as our head coach, and I want him to succeed. But yesterday got off to a really bad start. I mean, it was embarrassing. Because here's another thing too. One thing that I heard was like, oh well, they just Oklahoma State threw the quick pace offense at us, and we weren't ready for it. I'm like, what do you mean you weren't ready? You had a month to prepare for this game, for this team. You knew what the Cowboys were going to throw at you. And you're going to say they're not ready for it?
Yeah.
Bull crap.
It's the Michigan situation all over again. Last time we played Michigan, we had 2 weeks to prepare for them. 2 weeks. 2. They had 1. And they ran us out of the building. Ran us out. So, like you said, you're going to say that that's the excuse. The excuse is that we weren't prepared for it.
I've been hearing a lot of crap the past 24 hours, dude.
I mean,
and quite frankly, none of it is an excuse.
And blame goes everywhere. It's not this player or that player. It's not this coach or that coach. It's all across the board. Because, yeah, Jack Cohn had the game of his life. Okay. But we fumble. They get the ball. They fumble. As they're going to score, we get the ball back and go 3 and out. If we had scored there, it's our game. If we had gotten that field goal that was missed, it's our game. If we got that field goal and just that drive where we got that fumble and went 3 and out, that's 10 points.
Oh yeah, there's all those game scenarios.
That's a 45-37 victory.
And my point is, it never should have came to a situation like that.
And you're exactly
right. It really
right.
shouldn't have.
Well,
that's what it all comes down to. This video could have been done in 2 minutes. It could have been. We could have had this recap done in 2 minutes, but no. You're right. There's in that scenario. You're right. That's a 10-point swing right there.
And that's not the only time that points were left on the board or off the board, I should say. And like you said, Oklahoma State gets credit. They get a lot of credit. And I am not taking anything away from them. Van Gundy and that staff outcoached us, outplayed us. They stepped up. They rose to the occasion. They were angry about what happened in their season. We were not. They were angry that they missed the playoffs. They were angry that they messed up, and they took it out on us. And instead of laying down at halftime when it was 28-7, they came out of their cage angry and took it to us.
Yeah, and I just wonder where that anger comes in for us.
Like I said, I give all the props to Van Gundy and that staff. I give them. I give Spencer Sanders. I do believe that's his name. Played amazing. He did what he had to do to win the game. Hats off to him. But if like you said, if we don't want to be a laughing stock, if we want to be on the level. Because, let's be honest. Alabama and Georgia are on a different level this year. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they are.
Clearly they are. Clearly. Okay? Both of them took care of their business. But if you want to be at that level, this is not how it works. This is not how it rolls.
No, you got to play 60 minutes of football. Not 30. That's what we did yesterday. We played 30 minutes of football, and we gave the game away. You're not going to win. You're not going to win in the postseason if you do that. You might be able to get away with it in the regular season, against smaller opponents, but you're not. That's not going That's not going to cut it in the postseason against the bigger teams.
That is what I was getting at earlier. We have this problem. We have always had this problem since I can remember, not being able to finish. And thankfully, 9 times out of 10, when we play a lesser opponent, the lesser opponent is what saves us. But then when you play an opponent that is on your level or just one step below you, it bites you in the ass.
Yes, it does. And it did yesterday. And
no
excuse for the loss yesterday. That's all I can say.
I hope, because I was living in Columbus when Freeman played for the Buckeyes. Okay. And Freeman was a part of that staff that got beat by LSU. I was living in Columbus. And I will never forget what the coaching staff did to them on the news reports. The coaching staff made the national title score the code to get into the weight room. So every day, those players were reminded. Every day they were reminded. This is what you did wrong. You messed up. Do you want this to happen again? And it didn't happen again. So I hope Freeman takes some of that knowledge that he gained when he was there and brings it here.
I hope so too, because I'm getting sick of this in a few weeks, Ben, or a few days, whatever the date is. It's going to be our 2-year anniversary of doing this show, and which doesn't seem real, but I'm getting sick and tired of ending the season off feeling so feeling all crappy and negative, and the season ending on a negative vibe. But I've always tried. I think we've always done a pretty good job having a balance between being angry and bringing positivity. I'm just going to straight up say it. Yesterday, it's hard to bring positivity after a game like that. But at the same time, I'm not going to stop loving these guys. I'm not going to stop supporting Notre Dame. I'm not going to, call Freeman's head. I'm going to give the guy a chance.
Well,
and I think he has a lot of potential, but it just got off to a very bad start, and you can't have that.
Yeah.
I mean, this is our best chance to win a major bowl game in a long ass time.
If his worst game of his career is a 37-35 close loss to an Oklahoma State team in an NY6 bowl, I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it too. But the only thing that sucks is when you think about
we blew it.
Yeah, you beat it to the punch.
But at least here's some positivity. At least it wasn't like Ball State, So, but yeah, no, it's. I don't know where to.
Yeah, I'd rather have. You're right. I would rather have a loss like this than Tulsa back in 2010
or USF.
Yeah. This wasn't exactly the only reason that makes this a joke loss yesterday is the fact that we had a 28-7 lead and we just let it go.
Well,
that's what makes it a joke. It's not the team that makes it a joke. It doesn't make our opponent a joke. It's the way we lost the game is what makes it a joke.
Yeah,
and
I don't know.
And you know something, Ben? This could actually be a good thing because when we lose a game like this and I get all angry, and I know you really don't show anger the same way I do, but this is what gets us the views. People like to see Notre Dame fail. People like to see me get angry. So we'll see what happens.
I get angry at the enemy. That's who I get angry at.
It wouldn't shock me if we get if this got 5,000 views and people are like, hey, Sean's angry. Ha 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 ha. So, but the bottom line is
from a certain cult.
I didn't go there. I'm not trying to go there.
I went there.
All right. Well, then it should be your problem. It should be your problem, not mine.
Nah. I'm just teasing a little bit. No, I don't know where to go from here. Actually, I'll pull it up while we're on camera. I posted a little what do you guys think? What do we think? Coming into the end of this season. on our Twitter page, and let's see. So I said, how hopeful are you headed into the offseason? And I did somewhat nervous, excited, or the sky's falling. And currently we have a tie, 40% and 40% of somewhat and nervous, and a 20% excited. You know, and I think people are on the same part of the fence that we're on. I think it's okay. We got a new head coach. We got new optimism, but we got the same result.
Well, I got people that are already saying we're going to get killed in the season opener next year against Ohio State. It's like,
whatever.
It's 9 months away, people.
Whatever.
9 months away. So I mean, I'm going to keep that optimism.
Back that can run and pass on that in that game, so that'd be interesting to see what happens.
Well, that's going to be one thing that, I mean, this is for another video, but yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what Freeman does with the quarterback situation.
All that
but you would early prediction. I'm going to say Buckner's the next guy in, but yeah, we'll discuss that. So. We'll discuss that in another video. But I'll say this much, Ben. Hopefully, people are still watching the video at this point. You know, because like I said with Lisa in the pregame, you know, people always seem to want to just quit after 5 minutes. I'm like, no, give us a chance, people. I mean, if people are going to go listen to a celebrities podcast for 3 hours where they talk about nothing but getting high, then I'd like to think they could put up with us for like 25 minutes. You know? But all I know is 2-year anniversary. Happy 2-year anniversary to us doing the show, Ben. Thank you for suggesting the idea. It's been a lot of fun. So I wanted to get that out there. But something else to let everybody know. Tomorrow, Monday the 3rd, and I haven't gone public with this until now because I've been kind of keeping it under wraps. I have to go in for surgery tomorrow, so I will be going under the knife on my shoulder. Well, not technically under the knife; it's arthroscopic, but yeah, not exactly how I wanted to go into surgery with a game like this. But it is what it is. You can't change it. And just if you guys could send me a few prayers, it's nothing super serious, but I appreciate a few thoughts and prayers because I'm kind of nervous about it, going under gas and all that. So, but I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I'll still be around, and you know, with the season being over with, I'm sure Ben and I will think of some good ideas to do.
Oh yes.
So, well, I don't know what else to say, Ben. I mean, I'm kind of burnt out, and no, I know it's only been 24 hours, but I guess I'll just say this to that guy who gave us the right comment on Twitter. You're welcome to come on and discuss it with us. Like I told you, Ben and I have always been pretty consistent on this page. You know, we're not these, oh, gee, golly shucks, we lost, no big deal. We'll recover next time. No, we tell the truth. We're positive, but we tell the truth. And I think we've always been consistent in doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think so.
So to that guy, was that enough of a balance for you, or do you want to say right again? I'm sorry, Ben, I'm really sorry, but some of these people that say this shit just piss me off. Because it's like, why do you watch us then if that's how you feel? Yep. I don't know. But so is there anything else you'd like to add, Ben?
I got nothing. We gotta find a way to finish, you know, and you know, we did gain a recruit. We might have gained more than one, but I know of one. We gained a recruit today, actually. So there is silver lining. And guys do believe in this program, you know, and there is a lot of belief. So as long as there's belief and as long as there's a team, I'm a fan. So
exactly. The only one more thing that just came to mind that I'd like to say, all the people that just call these the NY6 games outside the semifinals, if you just refer to those other 4 games as exhibitions, then you wouldn't get so emotional about them. Which is why I get emotional about this game. It's a big deal. These are not just exhibition games.
And here's my thing. Okay, we're gonna go a little longer.
Okay, I'm glad I brought something up.
I don't care if it's exhibition. I don't care if it's the national title. You win the freaking game. I want to win every game, even when my NFL team plays in preseason games, I want to win that game. Period. You play to win the game. You play, and everybody knows that quote, but you do. You play to win that game. You do. I mean, and I hate losing. I hate it.
Welcome to the show, Herman.
Yeah. I'd like to get my hands on ASU. We owe ASU some payback after what happened a few years ago, but that's a different video.
Well, the bottom line is these major bowl games, it all
counts. I don't care. You win the game. Period. I mean, that's how you expand your brand. Period. Okay. There are years that Alabama doesn't go to the national title. There are years that they don't play in the playoffs. Rare, but there are. You win games. You win them. You want guys to keep coming to your university. You want guys to be part of you. You win games. It doesn't matter if it's NY6. It doesn't matter if you're playing no-name state. It doesn't matter if you're in the national title against Alabama. You play to win the game. Period. End of story. And if you think differently, you are an idiot. You're an idiot.
These are still bowl championships. No, they're not national championships, but they're bowl championships that do go down on your record books and are a big deal. So if they're just exhibitions, we wouldn't all be getting so emotional about it. So I don't want to hear that crap, just like I don't want to hear about the academic standards that Notre Dame needs to lower them crap. That's not an excuse. We show that we can win and play on the big stage and get there. And like I said, have a chance to win these games with our academic standards. So anybody who has a thought to bring that up, just shut up right now. I'm so sick of it. Same with the conference crap and all that, but I'm not going to ramble on. So with that said, Ben, thank you for another regular season. It's been awesome. And we'll just have to make a game plan from here going forward with videos.
Yep. It's going to be pretty cool. I think we have some stuff in mind, and I think it'll be fun.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. So on that note, everyone, I am ND Sean 45.
I'm Irish Benjamin 57.
And as always, God bless, good night, and go Irish.
Go Irish.